So Alliance Insight has been out for a couple of weeks now, and surprisingly, Dragon Ruler was one of the decks that got some new support, and it's kind of pretty decent support. I have taken it to a locals, and I did pretty decently with it, getting I think third at like a 3 round tournament. I think it was 3 rounds. But yeah, the deck is just a lot of fun, and assuming that I put in the title, it is featuring I'd call it an engine that I haven't played in a while, and it just felt really good to play again. So I will go ahead and get into the profile. So the list is a bit different than the one I took to my locals. It's got some changes, but the most changes that it's received was I was playing 2 of each of the big dragon rulers, but now I'm playing 3 copies of each. So 3 Blaster, 3 Tidal, 3 Tempest, and 3 Redox. Sorry about the glare. Just opening any one of these and like a baby dragon ruler or the new Spectral is just really good because it just sets up a lot of extension, like because the new Spectral, this one, it discards a dragon or a light monster and searches 2 dragon ruler names. So it sets up your graveyard to banish for your big dragon rulers to special summon. I play 3 of the new Spectral. It, like I said, discards 1 and itself to search for 2 names. So 3 Spectral and 1 each of the baby dragon rulers. 1 Reactin, 1 Stream, 1 Burner, 1 Lightning. It's just a really good card for getting access to these. And these are one-ofs, easily searchable, like really easily searchable. It's just a really cool card to have. Another few bits for the Dragon Ruler package: 1 Quackimera Drago and 1 Gold Sarcophagus. This I think is a no-brainer in this deck, just because you go banish Tidal searches Stream. And this is a floodgate that you can summon very easily in this deck. It kind of just shuts down almost everything in the format. Ryziel has they have to make weird plays to get over it. Malice, if you can get rid of their normal summon, you can really easily just stop them in their tracks. Blue Eyes is a pretty big one, except unless if they have Primite, and just some other stuff. And now for the engine that I mentioned before, a Tenpai engine. I played 2 Genroku. Before I played only 1 Pydra, but I bumped it up to 2 just for more searchability, more access to getting back into the Tenpai stuff. 1 Dora, just because this can get you this, or a Chundra. I played 1 Fadra. Really, 1 is all you need. 1, just basically all of the one-ofs. And then Dora I think is really cool because there is a line you can do if you open Dora and a big dragon ruler, maybe besides Blaster. But these all being fire dragons makes it really accessible with the Dragon Rule engine, just because you can go like Spectral, discard Blaster, search like Stream and Tempest, summon Stream by discarding Tempest, or summon Tidal by discarding Stream and Tempest, and then Tempest effect, banish Stream and Blaster to summon. Then you go Blaster, search Dora or Genroku, and you're pretty much in there. So it's really good. Also, there's a line with Doradora with SP if you open up another big dragon ruler. This engine is just so easy to get into, and it's Tenpai. It puts a lot of pressure on the board with just a small amount of cards, and it's just fun. That's it for the dragons. For the hand traps, 3 Perulia, 3 Fualos, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 1 Magnamut. Let's see, can't put that right there, yeah. And 1 Called by the Grave. I think the list is about 44 cards, maybe 43, but I think 44. Just all these attributes having, or these hand traps having the attributes of the dragon rulers is really good, because you can go Tempest to discard Fua if you're going first, or Droll, or Tidal, discard Perulia to Foolish Burial something. Magnamut being a dragon, if you're going second and you Magnamut somebody, you either can get into your dragon ruler stuff, or you can start doing Tenpai stuff in your opponent's end phase and thin your deck a little bit. And then Called by is just Called by the Grave. It's really broken. That is it for the hand traps. For the extra deck, I play 2 of the new Light Xyz. Chasma. Chasma is a really good card. It sends a level 7 Dragon Ruler from deck to grave as cost and detach a material from under it as cost. You essentially copy that Dragon Ruler's discard effect. So with Blaster, you pop a card. With Tidal, you Foolish Burial. Tempest, you Search a Dragon. And Redox, you Monster Reborn. It's really good for just filling up your graveyard. And then it has a second effect where if it's destroyed, pretty sure by your opponent's card effect, you can summon 1 or 2 Dragon Ruler. Yeah, special summon a level 7 Dragon Ruler from your grave or banishment, I believe. Yeah, grave or banish. So if your opponent destroys this, you just get a free body. 1 of the Blaze Supreme Ruler of all dragons. This is not a Dragon Ruler by name, but it is a Dragon Ruler by attribute, rank, and effect. Basically, it detaches 1 to non-target, pop a card on your opponent's field and your field or hand. And then it has a Dragon Ruler special summon effect by banishing 2 fire and or dragon monsters from your hand or grave. Special summon this, but when it leaves the field, it goes back into the extra deck. And I believe it is a soft once per turn. It is. For the pop effect. So you go summon, effect, pop itself, pop another card on your opponent's field, do the effect in grave, banish 2, summon, you like link into seals, and then put 2 more bodies on board, make this again, and then you get another non-target pop. So I think this card is just good. 2 of the new dark rank 7 eclipses. Essentially what it is on summon, you target a baby dragon ruler in your grave or your banishment, shuffle it back into the deck, and then you summon a level 7 dragon ruler with the same attribute from your deck or banishment. So you go Xyz summon, target a burner in your banishment, shuffle burner back into your deck, and then summon the blaster from deck or banish. It's pretty good just to recycle your baby dragon rulers. And then while it's on field, when your opponent activates a spell trap or effect, you can detach 2 from eclipses, negate the effect, and banish it. So it's pretty good. Another new Light Xyz, Disaster Dragon Ruler of all Apocalypses. Very long name. Essentially what it is it takes 2 rank 7 monsters to make, and then you target on summon up to 4 attributes, 4 dragon rulers with different attributes, attach it under him, and then all in the same effect, banish monsters on your opponent's field and their graveyard with the same attribute as Xyz material under disaster. So basically, you use Chasma and Eclipses to rank into disaster. Disaster attaches Blaster, Tidal, Redox, and Tempest. And once that happens, your opponent banishes every single monster from their graveyard. It is really good. And then, if it has all attributes under it besides Divine, its attack and defense become 4,600, and it becomes a towers. It is pretty good turn 3, just to like make sure that you're going for game that turn. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the rank 7s. You could, I'll talk about some flex spots in the extra deck, but you could play the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, the rank 7 that burns your opponent for each effect they activate. Just for like time. But you could change some stuff up from the extra deck. For the Tenpai package, I play one Trident Dragion. This helped me win a game against Odeon at locals, where I just made this and swung over a Scylla Hat Rabbit 3 times to just get a bunch of damage in. And like, there are some lists that probably won't play this, but I think this is just a broken card to make. So I play it. One Transcendent Dragion. This card, also broken. Back in my Tenpai days, if my opponent just ended on a half board, like just one set card, one face down monster, or just something that I could completely play through, I would just extend, make this, and then go battle phase and go Kaiman in the battle phase. It's just such a broken card. For the level 7 synchros, 2 Bident. Bident is, I think it's mandatory to play Bident at 2 in like regular Tenpai, and I think in this case it's also correct to play 2. Just because you can use this as Xyz material when you're going first. And then, it sets it up in grave, so if you attack on your 3rd turn, you can just summon it, swing for more damage. But if you can't exactly get into that, having a second one is just good, just because you still have access to your Tenpai engine, so you could just keep extending with this and then go battle phase. And then one of the flex spots of the deck, I play one Dawn Dragster, but that's just because I said screw it and just threw it in. It didn't really come up when I played the deck, but just being able to set up a Speller Trap Negate as well, using the Tenpai engine, could be pretty good. It just depends on your hand. Like, if you have enough cards in your hand to extend after making this, it's pretty good to have on the end board. That's it for the synchros. For the links, I have one SP Little Knight. This card is just really good. There's, like I said, there's a line with Dora where if you open it and let's say a title, you go normal Dora, effect, search, burner, discard title, or whichever name I said, summon Blaster, link into Striker Dragon, and then with the burner and Striker, you make SP. SP will banish the Blaster from your grave, and then you can do Blaster, search Genroku, and start doing those plays. So it's pretty cool. A weird card that another Dragon Ruler player at my locals found out, but one Sorcerer of Sebek. This card is also a time card. It's a link to water, which is very important because if you go, if you use seals to summon Quackima or Drago from your deck or hand, technically, you're kind of just stuck there with just 2 light and dark, or a light, a dark, and just whatever else you have. You can use your dragon rulers to extend, but your extra deck is just mostly lights and darks besides like the Tenpai cards. So just having this to summon a dragon ruler, use the Drago and the dragon ruler, summon in Sebek, and then you unlock yourself. Pretty cool card. I think you could also do Haggard Lizard. Haggard Lizard might be better just because you can go Lizard, Banish itself, target something, lower its attack, and then you get to draw another card after your draw for turn. So I think I might swap that out. Actually, I have a Haggard Lizard right here. Mid deck profile updates. I'm going to try Haggard Lizard because it just seems pretty good. You can't unfortunately banish a dragon ruler. Actually, does Haggard say 2,000 or less? You could banish a Redox, but you just can't draw. It's more effective to banish this. But yeah, that is the extra deck. Now for the side deck, it's a bit weird. It's not really finalized, but it's just got a few Malice Hate cards. Triple Meows and Triple Lancia. These are also attributes you can work with, but these are just I guess besides Light, Earth is really not the best attribute because Redox, if you're playing into your turn, it's fine because you have cards in your grave, so you can go Redox, discard itself, and Meow as Monster Reborn something, or if you open multiple Lancia and a Spectral, you can go Spectral, discard Lancia, summon. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, just some Malice Hate. Drew's Worm, just a side in against like Fiendsmith decks. Might bump up the the Bestial lineup to maybe like just include a Serenir and maybe a Baldrake, just to have more Bestial names to have. One Nibiru, it's a little weird, but you've got 9 Molcharmies in the deck. If you side them all, you're bound to see one, and then you can potentially draw into it. I'm not sure how to feel about one, but I think you play multiple. I kind of just threw the card into the deck just to be able to make a full deck profile. Yeah, I might swap this just for more Dragon Bestials. I almost said it again. Going second cards, triple Droplet, and a Feather Duster. Tenpai decks love this card. Love these cards actually. There could be a reason to play triple Droplet, triple Evenly, just because that combo is just so broken. But triple Droplet I think is good, just because going second, your opponent just makes their board. You go Droplet, send as many cards from your hand as you can to the grave, negate everything, and then if you load up your graveyard with Dragon Rulers, you just start extending. And then Feather Duster is just Feather Duster. Blow up the back row. And then a couple going first cards. I've got, so far, 2 Judgment. I might swap this out, maybe play a third, or just more going second cards. And then a Rivalry of Warlords, just because the whole deck is just dragons, and Malice doesn't really care about this. Ryziel cares about this. Blue Eyes kind of cares about this. Maybe just rogue decks care about it. It's a good card, but like I said, I just made this, or I threw this list together to just give what I was working with so far. But yeah, that is the Dragon Ruler Tenpai list that I have so far. It's pretty fun. I love the Dragon Rulers. I think they're really cool, and the fact that I can play one of my favorite decks in the Dragon Ruler deck is just really cool. But yeah, that is the profile. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.